Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Runs through a tackle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work. Okay, he was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The sure hands, it's Nelson. Push down for the tackle.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the double. Hands it off. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
On the option. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Here comes the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the ground. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Running to Green. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it! Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. So they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The pitch to the left. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the back. To the ground with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Turning on the Jets. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a draw. Oh, what a move.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Andrews. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working that wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. FIU will line up the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. hauls it in, looking for space. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. The tag. Touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense working from the pistol. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Speed kills, and speed makes me react, and speed makes me say, oh my gosh, I better guard him. And I tell you what, that looked too easy. That was too big of a game to just hand the ball off a guy going in motion. This defense is going to have to be more ready for that and adjust quicker.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback extends the play. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Brown. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida International. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes with the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to get the corner. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. The running back has it. Has the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Toss sweep to the left. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. On his 7-yard line. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Goes to the option. And they're in for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Panthers are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will?
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Yeah, Man, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll send the back in motion. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Here we go.
Now on the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's one was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets the back moving. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. FIU pushing tempo. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. It's him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panther!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.